In this video, I'm going to show you how to create a break-even graph in Excel. So when you're doing your assignment, you can always come back to this video if you get stuck at this part because there are a lot of steps. Okay, so we have this information here. First thing we're going to do is highlight the information we want to graph. So we're going to highlight all that information. Then we're going to go up to Insert, and then we're going to choose this line graph here. Little drop down arrow, we're going to choose this first one. And your graph will look something like this. Now I've upgraded all my Excel and Word to 2016, so your functions might be slightly different to mine. So you might have to do a bit of problem solving and figure out where different things are. So what we're going to do, I'm going to right click and cut this graph and put it on a nice fresh sheet. I'm going to paste it in here. I'm just going to adjust the size so it's a little bit bigger. You can now see down here, it is plotting units as a line here, so that's wrong, so we need to get rid of that line. Also, the x-axis is wrong. Our x-axis needs to be the number of units. So to do this, we're going to click on this picture, and then we're going to right click, and then we're going to go down to select data. In here, we need to untick this units line, so that will get rid of that units line. Then over here we need to edit the x-axis, so if we click on edit, we get to this little screen, so we need to go back to our information. We're going to highlight our units from 0 to 80. Do not highlight this units heading here. Then we're going to OK that, and that looks better. Let's OK that. So you can now see my graph, that line's now gone, and the units down here looks a lot. What we want to do next is move this legend here, because we want to label both these axes. So to move this legend, we're going to click on it. Then we're going to right click, we're going to click on Format Legend. Over here we have some options. We're going to move it to the right hand side. So you can see it pops over here on the right hand side. We're now going to add a title and some axis labels or axes labels. So up here in title, we're going to call this, let's call it CVP analysis, and the business name was Lollies Are Us. Lollies Are Us. Okay. To get our y-axis and our x-axis labels, we're going to go up here to this little plus, and we're going to go axis titles, and you can see these then pop in. So down here, these are our units, and over here, these are our sales. Okay, we're now going to move this chart to its own sheet. So I'm going to right click on the chart. I'm going to click on Move Chart. Okay, now I'm going to choose it to go to a new sheet, and I'm going to call the new sheet, which will pop down here. I'm going to call it Online Graph, and then OK that. And you can see this online graph sheet's now been created, and the sheet is taking up the whole Excel page. Now there are some options to change the look of this. So up here in the design section, if I just hover over some of these, that changes colors. That puts some lines down. I don't mind that one because it will actually trace the break even. This one's black. That's pretty out there. So you can play around with some of your designs, and within these you can even change colors and move things around to individualize them, to make them look fancy for your presentation.